Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT radio station and Channel 18 Valley TV.
Yeah.
How you doing, Papa?
Well, I'll tell you what. It is a beautiful day outside.
It is.
Looks are deceiving.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out there, isn't it?
Chilly is very descriptive.
Yeah.
Very. You feel better with a coat on and a scarf and long handles.
My gosh, and long handles too.
I don't have them on, but I said I'd feel better with them. I guarantee you. I'll tell you what.
Not in here, you wouldn't know. It
not,
don't get that cold in here.
Well, no, it feels pretty good compared to outside. But I'm not going fishing this evening.
No. Don't blame me for that. Okay, folks, the next Board of Education meeting is going to be on February the 12th at 6 o'clock p.m. and it's going to be held at the Bledsoe County Middle School, and the public is invited to attend. And let's see, I think you can still get strawberry flats at Pikeville Elementary School.
You're taking orders.
Yeah, they're taking orders through the 8th, and they are $22 a piece. You can go to Bilbrey Insurance, Papa, and get some Valentine candy. So you need to do that for $10. That's even done got a card on it, so you can just fill out the card. Yeah, that's at Bilbrey Insurance, one of our sponsors. Yeah, and it's chocolate covered, I think, pecans and clusters. Whoa. So you would like it. Yeah, just $10. It's at Bilbrey Insurance. You can go by there and buy it. $10.
It's not leftover Christmas nuts that they've glazed and chocolateized.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure no.
River wouldn't do that with.
No, I don't think so. Also, radio listeners, there's a Chamber of Commerce dinner tomorrow night at 6 o'clock p.m. It'll be at the City Municipal Building, close to your house. And once again, that's at 6 p.m. tomorrow night.
February the 3rd.
Yep. And also, Bledsoe County Youth Baseball and Softball sign-ups for ages 3 to 14 begin tomorrow, but they're also going to be on February the 10th, and they'll both be at the ballpark from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And if it's bad weather, they'll have the sign-ups at Pikeville Elementary School. For more info, call 554-3679, or you can call 447-2914. All right, what you got?
Ready for me? I've got a salad luncheon going on down here at the Bledsoe Senior Citizen on Fraser Street. It's not hard to find. It's if you were ever in jail back years ago, it's right next to the jail.
Yeah, it is.
It's February the 23rd, though. It's not tomorrow. February the 23rd. That'll be a while. And we need to remind you that every penny they get helps them out on their expenses, because it is a privately owned enterprise, building and all and everything they do. And Joanne is the one that is the head knocker there. And she said today, if you want to place an order, have it delivered.
Yeah.
They will deliver it to the businesses here in town.
That's right.
And you can get a to-go order too. But you have a window frame of only from 11 to 1 to eat.
Yeah.
But if you get there at 11, you can eat till 1.
You sure can.
They have.
That's what you would do.
They have, they have hot homemade soups. Pone cornbread. People don't know what a pone is.
We had that on
cornbread.
That was on trivia.
You remember?
I did.
A variety of salads and fresh garden salad. They have ham. They have all kinds of sandwiches. And then to top it off, there will be homemade desserts by the people that inhabit that place down there called Senior Citizen Center.
What a way to word it.
Get a drink. All of this for $6.
Yeah.
They say to you, come, eat, sit a spell, support them. Yeah. They need it. They really do.
Yep. You can dine in or take out, folks.
Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome.
It's good.
Yes, we've been there. I've been there.
We had to do a speech there or something.
We did one.
Yeah.
We did one. And we got fed too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. They were good to us.
Coming up Friday the 16th. Would that be 2 weeks from today?
Sure.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, it is.
Carrie Hassler and the Nickel Roll Band will perform. They're going to have a variety show. There's not anything in particular because February's over. I mean, Valentine's over, the 16th. The only thing that I can think of, the reason they're having it, my birthday will be the next day.
Well, maybe
celebrating my birthday.
Maybe that's what it is.
But it's going to be country music. It's going to be blues. It's going to be bluegrass. Anything you want. And
right. That's good.
This is the Rook tournament. Then's coming up on the 17th. That will be. That's on Saturday. And it starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you wish to participate, it'll cost you $10, but you need somebody to play with you, so it's $20 per team. If you win one of the first 3 prizes, if you have the best scores in the top 3 participants, you get a prize.
Miss Producer Lady.
While you're here, you may dine in. They have concessions available. So don't forget that. Friday, the 16th of February, and Saturday, the 17th.
I'm going to win that Rook tournament one day. I keep getting 3rd and 2nd and...
3rd, you win?
Well, I mean, I want a trophy, but I'm ready to win 1st place.
Oh, that's significant to be 1st instead of 3rd?
I have real bad luck in this Rook tournament, I'm telling y'all.
Oh, you did the other day when I played you, too.
I did.
You wanted to change places. And I let you.
Yeah, we traded seats. And I still had bad luck, didn't I?
No, it's not.
It seems like it got a little bit better, though.
I don't think there's anything, I don't think there's a word, luck.
I don't know, Papa, I've seen it. I'm telling you. Listen, yeah, you got guys that play Rook know. Sometimes when you switch seats, you end up having better luck and getting better cards. Sometimes if you stay in the same seats, if you're getting bad cards, you just continue to get the bad cards.
That's your perception.
No.
That's your perception.
Oh, I've perceived it a lot.
Look at it this way. Instead of luck, it's fate. Because if you say there's good luck, I mean, if you say there's bad luck, there's also good luck. So you're saying the opponent was in the position of being a good luck.
Sure. I'm just saying, sometimes if I sit in the same seat, like if I'm having good hands, I don't want to give that seat up. You know, I'm just superstitious like that, I guess.
Okay,
but I don't give it up.
You're interjecting another thought here. Superstitious.
Yeah.
Superstition instead of luck. You're equating the two?
I guess. I don't know.
I just don't think there's any such thing as good luck and bad luck.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's another thought that I always heard, whatever will be. No, it's a song I heard. Whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera.
Oh, God, that's an old one, isn't it?
Que sera.
I mean, I know that song, but...
See, did Dean Martin sing that?
I
believe he did.
You would know more than me on that.
That was about 80 years ago.
It was a long time ago. It was. Thanks to our sponsors for the Albert and Billy Show, Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, who we already mentioned. Go get you Valentine candy there. Scotty's right here in downtown Pikeville, home of the Scotty Burger. It's Lola's right next door to us, just right down the sidewalk. She's back open. She's back from Florida and back open. It's Lola's.
The window in the business is decorated Valentine.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get some good Valentine gifts there too.
It looks tremendous.
Yeah. Go check it out, folks. Go check out Bosch Beauty Company owner and stylist Erica Moss Campbell. They're located at the old State Farm Insurance building right here in downtown Pikeville. Subway on the bypass. They've been on the bypass for a while now,
Yes,
haven't
they
they?
have.
I remember when they were here in downtown Pottsville by Dexter's.
Yeah.
But they've been on the bypass for a good while.
Landscape changes.
Yep, it sure did. Marvin Smith and the Bledsoe County Highway Department is a sponsor as well. Also, the Loom, our next door neighbor owner, Judy Yates. Thank you, Judy. Emma Boynton, the Office of Emma Boynton, and we'll say Janice Sapp now. Janice Sapp, thank you. The Farmer Chandelier Cafe and Gifts. And I ate something they had there today. It was a Frito Bonito, and it is good. It was really good. I've never had one of them, but it was really good. And Rustic Roots Events right here in downtown Pottsville. Melissa, you can also get massages there, folks. Melissa Bayless.
That's on Main Street too.
Yeah.
You know, some
Maybe
of
you'll
our
get me a
businesses-
massage there.
Some of our sponsors are on Main Street.
A lot of them. A lot of them are. Well, it's time for
Oh yeah.
last week's trivia.
I wonder how you did.
Seems like I did pretty good
You
last
did
week.
well.
Mhm.
You did well. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, well.
I couldn't.
You thought some of them were
You
hard.
didn't like it because I had references to Christmas songs. You thought, well,
Thought it was a
Christmas
little
is
crazy.
over. Why are we doing this?
I did say that. I did.
But anyway, I said, what Christmas song contains the words, "Where the tree tops glisten"?
And children, listen. I'm dreaming of White Christmas. White Christmas. Yeah.
Okay, in one of our favorite songs of the Christmas season, we hear, "But do you recall?"
The most famous reindeer of all, and that is Rudolph.
Rudolph. Aren't these easy?
So far, but
They will be different.
I'm sure.
Name
I'm sure.
Santa's reindeer. Now that was hard.
Now that's hard.
I said that was hard.
You let our producer do it.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph.
That was not hard.
That was good. Well, it was to me last week, but I got it.
She did. She learned them in sequence.
I know. You're doing like the song.
That's right. That's
You
what we do.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen,
Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. Yeah, I remember that now.
Do you but listen, when I was about 14, 15 years old, I did not know the books of the Bible. Well, the first I learned was the New Testament, 27 books. And the person that taught me by singing a song. And it was easier to learn the song than to individually name 27 books. So that's a good suggestion
Yeah.
on learning the books of the Bible by singing them. Just like she did, she sang the names of those
Rudolph.
reindeer. Instead of saying, "Will Dasher."
I remember having to
Prancer,
do,
Vixen.
we're having to learn books of the Bible with Bible drills. Nanny did Bible drills.
Yeah, that was
That was
chapter and
hard.
verse. Books,
Yeah.
chapter and verse.
Yeah.
And you only had so long. Well, the first one that got it, though, got to read it.
We got good at that, though.
I don't think churches have sword drills. They're called sword drills is what they were called. I don't think they have them anymore.
Maybe not.
I said landscape changes, things change. Next question. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the blank, blank, blanks and blank, blank.
Just like the ones I used to know,
Like the
where the treetops glisten.
treetops glisten and
Children.
children listen
Okay.
to hear
My lifeline's coming in
sleigh
handy
bells
today.
in the snow. Christmas is not over, is it?
Not with you.
Okay, next question.
No.
So hang blank blank and blank blank blank, cause Santa Claus comes tonight. That's not from a song.
That's not from a song.
That's from that literature.
'Twas the night for Christmas.
So hang your. I gave you one.
I
of the-
saw Mom
Hang your what?
stockings.
Stockings and
Mistletoe.
And blank, blank, blank.
Hang your stockings and mistletoe.
Hang your stockings. You're going to bed.
Hang your...
And blank, 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 because Santa Claus comes tonight. I guess that is a
Right
song.
down Santa Claus Lane. I don't know this answer, though.
Say your
Prayers.
prayers. Hang your stockings and say your prayers and get in bed because Santa Claus comes tonight.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's the lowest score of a football game? College football. If you went to a game
2-0.
2-0. Why?
Safety.
A safety is what you said,
Well, that's true.
but it's also the score if a game is forfeited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is UCLA's most successful basketball coach
John
of the
Wooden.
last century? What?
John Wooden.
John Wooden, you're right. Magnificent coach.
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't tell it by looking at him.
Wizard of Westwood.
You didn't look, you're right.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he'd ever played basketball.
I know. He was a great coach. Great coach.
Okay, what Major League Baseball team was the last to install lights for a night ball game?
The Chicago Cubs.
Chicago Cubs.
It was a Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field. Been there.
I know it.
It costs us more to get our car parked than it did to get a ticket to get in.
That's crazy.
Okay. The two words Ryder Cup
Oh,
are
that was tough.
associated with which sport?
Golf.
You said that in a derogatory manner.
I remember it now. Because last week I couldn't get it.
You don't like golf, I'm telling you.
I didn't mean it like that.
I am
didn't mean it
intentionally,
like
I
that.
am intentionally staying away from people like Ben Hogan and Gene Sarrazin and old
Well,
time
good, because I don't know who they are.
and Sam Snead. I have to stay away from those, as well known as they are and as much as I love them, because you would laugh at me.
I wouldn't laugh at you. You just wouldn't be able to expect me to get it right.
And I've got some old professional tennis players I'd like to use. I bet you've heard of Rod Laver,
Yeah, Australian.
okay? But he's old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pancho Gonzalez, Pancho Segura. I could go on about the ones that used to play
Yeah.
that were very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't bring them up on the air because people out here are too old.
They're too old.
No, they're not too old. It's you.
I didn't say a word.
I know, but you don't like it when I bring up things.
No, that's not it. I just can't get them right.
I'm not expecting you to get all these right.
Right.
I could, if you'd
But
asked me questions, I couldn't answer them.
I know.
This is for the entertainment of our audience.
I know. They like it.
I don't know if they like it or not. Okay, name two SEC teams. Identify themselves as Bulldogs.
Georgia and Mississippi State.
You're right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
Have you missed a one?
Probably.
In pro
Yeah.
baseball. Pro baseball.
Did you
Name,
say-
I said it's
Oh,
baseball.
basketball.
Name the league fielding the Indians.
The American League.
Yes, the American League. What team is it?
Cleveland. The Cleveland Indians.
Do you know that if you go to a Braves game today, they have that little Indians picture on their sleeve?
Really?
They're going to take it off. And
I guess it's offended somebody.
I would not be surprised if in the future the Washington Redskins will have to change their name.
I think it's
I would not be a
getting-
bit surprised.
I think we're living in a society where everybody is way too sensitive.
Not everybody.
A lot of people.
It only takes one discordant voice out there
Mm-hmm.
to raise a ruckus and say my rights have been infringed upon by your rights.
Yeah.
And see, that's
That
the
don't
thing.
make it true. That don't mean that they have
No.
been.
But be that as it may,
Oh, whining and crying about senseless stuff, seems like.
well, to you it's senseless, but to them they're trying to make a big issue out of it, and they are. Just like your
Mm-hmm.
Civil War statues, you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't care how much they say. They can't change history, so it's not going to matter.
You don't change history.
Mm-mm.
Whatever it is what it is.
Yep. Is that it for last week?
That's last. You won't read this week's
Okay,
trivia?
after the break, it'll be this week's trivia, and I can guarantee you, folks, that it's going to be extra hard today.
It's going to be harder.
I figured that. And also sports. That's coming up after the break right here on the Albert and Billy Show.
Come back.
WUAT Radio and Channel 18 Valley TV. It's time for this week's trivia, which I told you guys that I done know it's going to be harder because he likes to do that to me.
Yes, but these are sports oriented.
Oh, well, that's going to kill Allie. Our producer just loves sports.
She can take a nap.
But, well, maybe I'll have a chance, though, Allie. I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
But it's probably from 1920, because it's going to be hard.
What sport are you watching when you hear the official use the term let ball?
Let ball. Oh, tennis. Tennis.
We always called it net ball when I played.
That's when you
But it's
hit a
let.
first serve and it hits the top of the net.
Yeah, let ball.
Yeah.
I don't know why it let. But anyway, question 2. What conference are you in if you are a member of the Yale team?
Ivy League.
Ivy League, you're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yes, I have.
Question 3. What sport was Al Unser involved with? His name is in crossword puzzles, Eddie, Billy, I'm regular.
I'm not Eddie, I'm Billy. You thought I wouldn't catch that. All right, Albert. Al who?
Al Unser.
I mean, I feel stupid, I guess, but I don't know who that is. He was probably way before my time, though, right?
No.
I don't believe you.
No, you just don't watch the sport like Marvin does.
Is he a race car driver? Okay.
You got the clue, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
He's a race car driver.
Okay.
It's auto racing.
Okay.
Explain.
I like to. That sport is more fun if you go to it, but watching on TV go round and round and round. I don't know.
I just can't get involved in it.
Yeah.
Carol and I won 2 tickets to a big race up in Bristol one time. I gave them away.
Did you?
Explain the words in the game of golf, birdie and bogey.
Oh, God. Why do you do this to me? You're obsessed with golf.
Have you heard birdie and have you heard bogey?
Oh, yeah, but I
You don't know what they are.
I can't remember what they mean, though.
You don't know what they mean.
It's not coming to me.
I've never played golf, Billy. I never have.
Well, that's crazy as much you talk about it.
Well, if you could win $1 million in 4 days, wouldn't you get interested?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you, though.
Yeah, well, off camera, you're going to tell me.
When someone mentions the sports character Sugar Ray, with which sport?
Boxing.
You're right.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard. There was another Sugar Ray.
Was there? I only know that one.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, okay.
I just asked for one, so you're good. Okay, next question. What sport has an umpire yet does not call ball and strikes?
Oh, that's a trick question because
There's
obviously you'd think baseball, but it's not.
I said does not
I
call
know.
ball and strikes.
But I mean, when I think umpires, I think baseball, though.
But there is an official on the field or in the sport that is called an umpire.
Football don't have an
No.
Okay.
Yeah, football's one of them. You're right.
I knew this was a trick question.
No,
Okay.
football is one of them. You should know the other one.
Basketball?
No.
Tennis?
Tennis.
Oh, okay.
Who called?
Oh, the person that sits in that chair.
He's called an umpire.
That's right. Okay.
Now, is that hard?
Well, no, but I had to think about
You
it.
had to think. Listen, Billy, these questions are not got out of a book.
I know. They come out of your brain.
Right, okay. What position did Jackie Robinson play? That was before your time. He came up in 1947. But you can't tell me you've not heard of Jackie Robinson.
I have heard of him, but I don't remember what position he played. First base?
When he first broke into baseball, he was playing first base. But I think his position really was second base. But you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Now, name the Dodger manager that served for more than 20 years.
Tommy Lasorda.
Each year he got a 1-year contract. They never signed him for 2 years.
The only one I remember really is Tommy Lasorda.
It would have been before. It'd been before then.
Okay.
In the previous century, so I'm telling you, it's not in the last 18 years. College football's teams wanted to play in a bowl game, but which 4 were the best to go to in the last century? Before things got the way they are now, before the bowl playoffs.
Before the playoffs.
But what were the first 4 big bowls?
The Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl.
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl.
The Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl.
The Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl.
One in Texas.
Oh, what is that one? The one in Texas?
Yeah, it was in Texas. Still is. Those bowls are still here.
Why is that one not
The
coming to
Orange
me?
Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, and the
The
Rose
Rose
Bowl
Bowl.
are still here. And in Texas,
It's not the Alamo Bowl.
no, but there is a bowl in Texas called the Alamo Bowl, but that's not one of your biggies.
No, it's not. Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl.
Whew.
I already had you checked off. I knew you. But isn't it amazing those
Yeah.
stuck around?
Yeah, those were your biggies back in the day. I kind of miss that sometimes.
Keith Jackson is one that gave the Rose Bowl the moniker, the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah, I guess because it's the oldest.
Yeah, I guess it was too, yeah. I wasn't around with the first one. In what city is the Masters, which is golf, played in?
Atlanta,
No.
LA,
No. Okay,
Houston,
that's all.
New York.
I take it you don't know it.
I don't know that.
It just happens to be the largest golf tournament in the world, I think, in my opinion.
Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta, Georgia. How'd you guess that?
It just come to me. The biggest one I knew was in Augusta, Georgia.
All right,
So when you
Billy.
said that,
It is the biggie.
yeah.
Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10. You did well.
Not bad. Not
Well, that's
bad.
batting about 750.
Yeah, that's good.
Now
So
you're
that's
ready.
it for trivia.
Now you're ready for sports.
Now we're ready for sports.
It's very interesting right now. Sports are. Tennessee men last Saturday stepped out of the SEC race just for one game. And they went to face Iowa State in what was billed as the
SEC Big 12.
SEC Big 12 Challenge. That was it. 10 games. We have 14 teams, but there were only 10 games on tap versus the Big 12. And Tennessee's game was with Iowa State.
And Tennessee played really good against Iowa
Either
State.
that or they played real badly, 68-45.
Yeah,
That was something
That-
else.
and it was at Iowa State.
It was, and you know what? That's the fewest points scored by that home team in their history.
Dang.
We held them to 45 points, and they had never scored that few points in a game.
That's a good win.
And they're got to be a good one.
The SEC overall did good in that.
We won 6 and lost 4.
Mm-hmm. Tennessee's on a roll.
Well, right now, Turner had 20 points,
Mm-hmm.
and Daniel had 6. Daniel is a surprise.
Yeah, he's doing good now.
He's doing good. He got 16, and Schofield got 10.
Yeah,
So he had 3 in double figures.
they played good against LSU too.
Yeah, I've got that one down.
Okay.
Vanderbilt topped TCU. Kentucky defeated West Virginia.
And a comeback win, too. That was good.
West Virginia, they were number 7 then.
Yeah, that was a big win.
Let's see, Alabama escaped Oklahoma barely. And in Florida won over Baylor. Of course, Florida's got a good team. They're ranked number 20. And Arkansas was just one better than Oklahoma State. But they're playing some good teams.
They've got an amazing freshman, don't they? Arkansas.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Okay.
He's averaging 30 points and 10 assists. I mean, that's crazy numbers.
30 points.
Yeah, and then 10 assists to go with it. That's insane.
You know, I never paid much attention to assists, but a lot of those assists are when a player can make the shot himself, but thinks that other guy is more open than I am.
Yeah.
And flips it over.
So it's very important.
It's very important. Okay, Tennessee women on Sunday. Our female counterparts they played LSU.
Yeah, they just didn't play no good against LSU.
Well, what did the men? They got beat 70-59. That's 11 points.
That shouldn't have happened.
But in the third quarter, we only scored 9 points. So you throw an 12 more points in there, which would be 21 points. I'm sure 21 points would be a low-scoring quarter.
Yeah.
But they only scored 9. If they'd scored 12 more, they'd have won.
That's pitiful.
But
they did recover last night.
Last night, they played Texas A&M. Of course, Texas A&M beat them the last time they played. In fact, Texas A&M has beaten Tennessee 3 of the last 4 times.
Yeah. That would never happen under Pat Sumner.
Up until last night. But anyway, it was a good win, 82-67.
Yeah, they recovered. If they can just stay like that, though.
Here again, they have been giving up those games where they had a lead and losing. But last night they were 2 points behind as they began the fourth quarter. They helped Texas A&M to about 8 or 9 points.
Yeah, they did. And they got the ball to Russell a little bit more. She had a good game.
And Nard looked good.
Yeah, both of them played good, and the freshmen looked good last night too. They played good.
She wound up with 16.
Yeah,
I think.
her and
Russell
Davis
had 18, and Nard
she had a double-double. So it was a good game. They lost to LSU. Well, LSU's coach is a former Lady Vol, Nikki Caldwell.
Yeah, that's
who should have got the job. She had head coaching experience.
Yeah, she did.
That's who, I love Pat Summitt, but she should have picked Nikki for that one.
Tennessee at Chattanooga. They've got a good coach.
Yeah.
Ladies. Yeah. He got number 900 last night.
Well, that's real good.
900.
And he's been to the Final Four.
Well,
with Vanderbilt.
He's a good coach. Don't go 2 ways about it.
Imagine him with the talent.
Congratulations.
That Holly has.
on 900 wins.
Yeah. But the men played really good against LSU. Tennessee men played great against LSU.
And in tennis, Roger Federer, what did he do?
He won his 20th Grand Slam. He won the Australian Open. Wow. That's amazing.
It's just hard to believe.
Him and Serena are breaking records right and left.
Well, it goes with the territory. They are standouts in their field. And I think sometimes they intimidate other players.
I do too. I believe you're right about that.
They've got them all about them. It's not that when they walk out on the court, everybody falls over and plays dead.
No.
They try, but they can sense the supremacy of that person on the other side of that net. And I think sometimes they get intimidated.
I do too. I think that's in a lot of sports.
I see. Well, if David had been scared of Goliath, it would have been a different story.
Yeah.
But he ran to meet Goliath. He took off running and said, "Bud, I'm going to get you."
Yeah. That's true. That's how you got to be.
Okay. The Super Bowl is coming up. I won't do that in Appernology, though. Wait just a minute.
Oh, you do?
I want to. The Super Bowl. But basketball, the Tennessee men, they're number 18 now.
Yeah.
And when they took on LSU, who's their coach?
Well, crap, his name won't come to me.
Will Wade.
Yes, Wade.
Where
Wade.
was he?
Tennessee.
He was at UTC.
UTC, yeah, UTC. He was their coach for like, what, 4 or 5 years?
He wasn't there very long, but he helped build his resume.
He did. He took them to the NCAA tournament a few times.
And then he left UTC and went to Virginia Commonwealth. And
he's the one that done that?
Yeah, and his combined resume to get the job at LSU pays $2.5 million a year.
Yeah, he got a big job.
He didn't get that at UTC.
No.
He didn't get that at Virginia Commonwealth.
I don't blame him.
But at those schools, he compiled an average ledger of 22 wins a year and 10 losses. That stood him in good stead when LSU looked for a new coach. And it just so happened it paid $2.5 million. But you see him on the sidelines, and he looks like a teenager. Compared to your other coaches.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been coaching all that many years.
And this is his first year at LSU, right?
Yeah.
Because they're terrible.
Well, they're 12-9.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're not through.
Could be worse.
Could be, but
it's just his first year.
He can get a few more wins. Can you think back to last year? Tennessee was 16-16.
Terrible.
That was Barnes' second year.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying
takes time.
He's a good coach.
He's just got to have time to recruit and get players that fit his system in there.
That fits his system. That's right. Okay. Let me see what else. What about Auburn?
They're having a great year under Bruce Pearl.
They're higher ranked than any team in the SEC.
That's surprising.
But they're what about 8? No, let's see. Tennessee's 18.
They're a little bit above Tennessee. I guess they're around maybe 15.
Can you remember in your short life, compared to mine, can you remember Tennessee ever being ranked higher than Kentucky? Ever?
Only under Bruce Pearl.
Can you remember
when they got to #1?
Can you remember when Tennessee ever was ranked higher than North Carolina?
Only under Bruce Pearl. Okay. So this is just the second time that I know of.
But both those teams, Kentucky and North Carolina, are higher echelon teams.
Oh yeah.
They're not relegated to the lower tier.
It's crazy. I don't know what's going on.
And here
with them.
Tennessee's at number 18, and underneath them is North Carolina. Underneath them is Kentucky.
Yeah. Now North Carolina, well, they lost again the other night to Clemson. They're struggling right now.
I think they're like 15-6, and Tennessee's 15-5.
Yeah.
5. And by the way,
North Carolina's the defending champs too. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with them.
But now the ladies had gotten as high as number 10, but that LSU loss dropped them down 2 notches.
And deservingly so.
Yeah, they're number 12.
That's a bad loss.
But Tennessee...
Not terrible. I mean, LSU's legit, but they should have won.
But with Tennessee men being 18 and the women being 12, that puts us in the middle of the pack, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Middle of the pack. And that's where we deserve to be right now.
Yeah, as of now, you're right.
That's where we deserve to be right now. But I would think that given another year's maturity for this young men's team, they'll be better.
Oh, I agree.
And I don't know how Holly's going to work things together to make it better next year, but it's possible. It's possible she can have a better team next year.
It's possible, but I think she's got to change some of her system. I think that may have to happen. They turn the ball over too much.
Did you see her stomping her foot last night?
Yeah.
She got upset. Of course,
I was glad to see her upset. She needs to get that way.
Here again, these are young girls.
Yeah, they're young.
These are young girls, and you'd like to hope that you hope they'll get to be women.
Yeah, and they grow out of that because they do turn the ball over way too much.
Then your next recruiting class can have a lot to do with what you place on the floor next year.
Yeah, and they do have another good one coming in.
Another good one coming in, I'll guarantee you.
If they can win on talent, then we got a chance at the championship. It's not going to be because of her.
Let me tell you last night. Let me tell you what won the game last night for Tennessee. LSU's player Kennedy,
Texas A&M, yeah.
Texas A&M. Kennedy Carter.
She got tired.
She got worn out. I think it was from doing all that rolling on the floor and driving after that ball. But if she could have maintained her level of play that she exhibited in the first 3 quarters, that 9-point quarter would never have happened.
No, they just got wore out.
And that 15-point deficit would not have been there.
No, because they couldn't stop her.
They started the 4th quarter with a 2-point lead. But that girl right there was the difference in the game for 3 quarters, and she couldn't maintain it for 4.
And they said she's just a freshman. She's just a freshman. So
she's one of the best players I have seen.
Yeah, she was playing for Tennessee.
It didn't matter if she uncorked
they couldn't stop her.
She wanted to go to the basket.
I know.
But see, it got to the point where she started missing. She only made 9 out of 23.
Yeah, she started getting tired.
9 out of 23. So if you'll score 25 points if you shoot 25 times.
True.
So that's the thing about a dominant player. Most of the time, a dominant player is going to score more because they shoot more.
Yeah, that's true.
You won't remember Pete Maravich.
Pistol Pete.
You do? No, you don't remember.
I've heard of him. Yeah.
His dad was coach at LSU. And of course, here his son he makes the team, and he has socks rolling down his ankles. But when Pete Maravich crossed the center line, it was fair game. Ping, ping,
oh yeah.
Ping. And they went in.
He made a lot of them too.
They went in, but his dad let him. I think his dad wanted his son to be All-American.
I'd say so, and it worked. Well, that's it for sports.
Sports of all sorts.
After the break, it'll be time for good old Albertology right here on the Albert and Billy Show.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 Valley TV. It's time for Albertology.
Super Bowl coming up Sunday.
Yeah.
How many have we already had?
I don't know.
51.
51. So it's Super Bowl 52.
This is Super Bowl 52.
And it'll be in Roman numerals.
It will.
I know that was coming next.
No, I did that last time.
I know.
You thought I'd repeat it?
I did.
Really?
I did.
Well, who plays?
Philadelphia and New England.
And who will win?
I hope Philadelphia.
No, I said who will win. This is not a hope so show.
Well, probably New England.
Probably New England. With a 40-year-old quarterback. The thing that will be most impressive to a bunch of people will be halftime show. And not necessarily was it Timberlake that's going to perform? Justin Timberlake?
Yes.
I don't think that's going to be what people are interested in. It's going to be the ads.
Yes.
The Super Bowl ads, not just at halftime, but during the game.
I'm listening. Salesman will not quit calling me. Whoever you are from Kingston, Tennessee, I don't know you.
$5 million for a 30-second ad. You want to do
that? Is ridiculous.
$5 million for 30 seconds? How many 30-second ads will they sell?
How? I don't see how they get that much money for it.
Well, it's hard to fathom. I mean, if somebody walked up to me and offered me $5, I'd grab it. But can you imagine a $5 million tab for a 30-second action? It's just
to me that does not make any sense whatsoever. But apparently it works because they keep doing it. So apparently it must work, and usually they're really funny. Super Bowl commercials are funny.
The thing about it is, these people that pay the big bucks, they are corporations. They're businesses.
Yeah.
It may be an ad about chips or Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola or Pepsi or whatever.
Yeah, they always do that.
The thing about it is, they're wanting you to pay, not just Sunday, February the 4th. They're wanting you to buy all year long their product. And that's the reason they're willing to put up $5 million to get your attention during the Super Bowl, because they figure with 110 million yoo-hoos watching the game, a bunch of them are going to be sitting there watching the ads.
Yeah. Go to a commercial. Okay. And we're talking about the Super Bowl here on Albert and Billy's show. Super Bowl 52.
Super Bowl number 52.
Between the Eagles and Patriots. The Patriots will probably win, Pawpaw, but I am so tired of them. I don't want them to win, but I just know they're hard to beat.
You know, if this team called the Eagles could emulate a real eagle, Eagles' wings are stronger than an airplane's wings inch for inch. And eagles have been known to build nests that weigh a ton of the debris that they use. 29 feet deep is the largest one they've ever found.
Gosh, I didn't know that.
And there are some facts about eagles that T.D. Jakes used in a sermon the other night.
I like him.
Boy, I'll tell you what. But what he was saying, I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, he preached a powerful sermon on eagles.
You're not going to start preaching.
Those that got to see it and hear it, I already knew what he told on there.
Okay.
But anyway, back to the Super Bowl.
Yes. Eagles and Patriots.
You know that they're going to, people want to bet, people want to gamble. People drive all the way from here to North Carolina to gamble. They go all the way to Las Vegas, Nevada to gamble.
That's
when
true.
we were on our trip out west with Eddie, Clyde, and Betty, we went to Cripple Creek, Colorado. Cripple Creek was a little community about like Pikeville that had gone kerplunk.
Oh.
And they turned every business in there into a gambling casino.
So they can make some money.
But people gamble. Sunday, $5 billion will be bet on that game.
Good Lord. Well, I guarantee they're going to be betting on the Patriots.
Well,
they could be like me and rooting for the Eagles, but their brain's going to tell them, we better bet on New England.
But a man may bet on New England, but the odds of him getting anything back, difference-wise, would be remote. So he could bet on the Eagles and put $1 on them and win more if he were to win. But here's the thing about it. The people that gamble, they'll even gamble on the coin toss. Is it going to be heads or is it going to be tails?
Drop on your pins, I think. It's going to be... Wait, what?
They will gamble on how it will land.
Oh, that's crazy. No, that is crazy.
People want something to gamble about.
That's crazy.
The menu for Sunday.
Pictures, producer lady.
Buffalo wings are popular in Nebraska, New Jersey, North Carolina, and Washington State. We'll gobble up more than 1.33 billion chicken wings Sunday. 1.33 billion chicken wings will be eaten Sunday.
I don't even know what to say to that one.
That's ridiculous.
That is. I don't know if I'll be eating chicken wings on Super Bowl.
Dips.
And you don't care, do you?
Well, I don't really care for a wing, but I will eat a wing.
Yeah, I like them, but I just don't. When the Super Bowl comes around, I never think, man, I need some wings tonight. I never think that.
Does that tell you, though, the popularity of wings?
Apparently, yeah.
At a, well, not just at the Super Bowl, but at parties, at bars. There'll be a lot of bars open with a television going in every corner, you know, and they'll be selling those wings.
Well, they're stupid if they're not.
Dips. Dips of all kinds are going to be eaten on game day. Arkansas and Colorado. Colorado likes spinach artichoke dip. Come on.
That stuff is good, though.
And in Florida, and let's see, buffalo chicken dip you can get in Illinois and Massachusetts and Pennsylvania. But we're going to spend $500 million on chips and potato chips and tortilla chips.
Wow.
$500 million just on chips for the dips.
I don't know how they come up with those figures, but that's crazy.
Well, they have to base
crazy.
it on something.
Yeah.
So I guess
I'm not doubting them. I just wouldn't.
I guess they know what they're basing it on.
I just wouldn't want to have that job, Papa, of going through all that to figure it up. Would you?
I wouldn't either. General Motors. This is under Albertology. Driverless cars are going to be available.
Oh my God.
By next year. Next year.
I don't even care. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Well, to show you that there'll be driverless, there'll be no steering wheel. There'll be no gas pedal or brake pedal.
What's the point?
This
why?
This is a General Motors article that I'm following, and it says that these are mostly going to be in cities where they have concentration of employees that they want to transport from point A to point B. And so they're going to, it'll be a carpool-like thing.
Are we that lazy, folks? Has it got that bad?
Well,
That we have to have the car drive for us now?
well, it's a way of getting their employees to work without paying for it. I mean, without, you put them all together and you get them to work in this vehicle. But listen, your mother's car will tell her things to do right now that blows your mind.
That's true. That's true. Whew.
Anyway, they're going to have.
Hang on a second. Hang on one second.
It's going to be ready next year.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
I just think it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
It's crazy. Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy.
No way.
Toys R Us.
Oh, sorry.
They have 182 stores that they're planning on closing.
Mm-hmm.
And after totally dismantling toy sales, dominating toy sales for as long as I remember, they've got a debt of $5 billion.
Toys R Us should be making money.
900 stores are still operating, but they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Ruby Tuesday.
No, they've sold out too.
They sold out, and they're based in Maryville, Tennessee. Their headquarters.
I didn't know that.
And they've named a new CEO. They sold out to a company in New York. NRD is the name of the company. I don't know anything about it, but they want to continue operating the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
They just knew that Ruby Tuesday needed some help, and so they said, we'll buy you out. And so they did.
Well,
we love eating there.
I love Ruby Tuesday.
But
I've had some dang good times at Ruby Tuesday.
I don't know why they get in trouble financially that they've got to fold their doors or sell.
I don't understand how they do either, because they're bound to be making money. They have to be making money.
Okay, I want to tell you one more thing before we go to jokes.
Okay.
Colin Kaepernick, what did he do? What's he known for?
He has a really weird name.
Colin Kaepernick, isn't that right? Kaepernick.
I don't know. He's a weird. That's a weird name.
What did he do?
Is he the one that started all that?
He was
crap about the flag. Yeah.
Bowed the knee, and since then he's not gotten a job, but he's got a following of people that do that.
Oh no.
They bow during the singing of the national anthem. Last week in Washington, the head football coach of a team, after the game was over, bowed his knee on the 50-yard line and silently, just he himself, a solo prayer, prayed to God. Stands, people in the stands
I know what
saw
you're going
him,
to say.
And he was an employee of the school system.
In Washington.
He was fired.
I know. That is not right.
He went to court.
Why can they do that and he can't?
They said he was an employee of the city, of the state, and he had no right to do that.
Yes, he did.
Where Colin was a private individual and could.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
Colin is not a private individual. He was an employee of the NFL.
But anyway, that's the way it happened.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Okay, we have some time for some stories.
Jokes.
Jokes. Okay.
It calls them stories or jokes.
As a young officer on the USS Midway, I was enjoying shore leave in Marseille. One day I was invited to a local club to play tennis with 2 young French women and a Norwegian man. They spoke only a little bit of English, and after the doubles match, the Norwegian and I changed back into our street clothes and waited for the women. "You fly?" he said to me. I told him I was a ship's officer, not a naval aviator. After a pause to take in my response, he tried again. "You fly, it is open."
That's a good one.
At the dry cleaning shop of a local Air Force base, I overheard a young airman describing in great detail how he wanted his uniform cleaned and pressed. When he finished, the clerk asked him, "Are you getting an award? Or do you have an important function to attend?" "Nothing like that," the airman said. "I'm going home on leave, and my little brother is taking me to his 2nd grade class for show and tell." I thought that was cute.
Yeah, it's good.
My grandson came home from kindergarten in tears. "What's wrong?" his mother asked. "The teacher told us to eat the popcorn and then we could," he said. "So?" He's crying now, and he said, "I ate the popcorn and I still couldn't read."
He thought that popcorn was going to be magic, didn't he?
My granddaughter put her 3-year-old great-grandson on the phone. After a few minutes of chatting, I told him I loved him, and he replied that he loved me too. And then, as an afterthought, he said, "Aren't you the one who passed away?"
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Our family was playing the game Outburst. One of the topics was the 10 Commandments. Everyone shouted over one another as we called out answers, including my 8-year-old grandson, who yelled, "Thou shalt not admit adultery."
Admit. Yeah. Don't get caught. One more.
Okay, I knew it would never work out between us when he asked if I wanted to split dessert.
Now say that one more time.
I knew it would never work out between us when he asked me if I wanted to split dessert.
Yeah. We'll do another one.
My game card said, "Name 3 wars." My teenage daughter's response was Civil War, Revolutionary War, and Star Wars.
Yeah, that's right.
At his annual physical, my neighbor Jim was asked, "Are you eating plenty of fruits and vegetables?" "I ate 8 apples yesterday," he said. "You did?" asked the doctor. "Yes, that's how many apples it took to make my apple pie."
Those are good, Papa.
Those are Emily Howe.
Emily Howe, thank you, Emily. You're a longtime neighbor.
Yes.
Longtime neighbor.
Good neighbor, good neighbor.
She's probably still the Avon lady, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's been doing that forever. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching us on Channel 18, and thanks for listening to us on WUAT Radio. That's it for the Albert and Billy Show. We'll be back next week, same time, same place.
See you, folks.